All right, what kind of poem do we want to write this time? And I'm just thinking, noticing the three icons of the girls in the lower left-hand corner. Monica's not there. So are we writing poems to impress the other girls, but not Monica? Why not her? Is she immune to the charms of our poem? Well, I don't know what the reason for that is. But let's get down to writing the poem. Okay, what do I want to do? I'm gonna say that it was a day full of after images. What? And those after images, what did they do? They nibbled. The after images nibbled on a nearby puppy. And the puppy was very cute. Also, somehow my father. So the after images nibbling the puppy who was cute and my dad. The poem's not coming together as naturally as it did last time, I think. It's hard to get a handle on this. And then the puppy started philosophizing to me. And suddenly I looked around and realized that this whole scene was happening in a graveyard. And I was wearing a swimsuit, which I don't know why I'd be wearing that in a graveyard. It doesn't really make sense. I'm not really getting a consistent theme, consistent message throughout this thing. So I looked around and saw that my dog father and I were in a graveyard and I was wearing a swimsuit. I was very afraid at what this might mean. And then I twirled in confusion. Twirled. And no, I just don't think this one is hitting the beats that the first one hit. I twirled in confusion in the graveyard, wearing my swimsuit. I realized I was surrounded by death. And death was having a party. It was a death party in the graveyard. That's why I was wearing a swimsuit. And my dog father was there. It was because of the death party that was happening in the graveyard. We had been invited with our friends. And there was plenty of milk in the graveyard. And anime. There's always anime. Anime was playing on the tombstones. The tombstones had TV screens. And Shadow Man Shadow Man is a video game, not an anime. So, what would have been showing on the anime? On the anime, I guess Death Note probably seems appropriate. Then I realized none of this makes sense. It must be a dream. And after I realized it was a dream, the dog father reached out to my face with a paw and booped my nose, like you would usually boop the dog's nose, but it was the other way around because it was a dream. And suddenly there were rainbows above the graveyard, and the music played as we were in this death party. And then Jumpy was there. He doesn't like being called that. He likes being called Junpei, but we call him Jumpy. And I don't know. I wasn't feeling that poem. I wasn't feeling like I was really exposing my soul like with the last one. Anyway, it's time for the club meeting. Gotten more comfortable, we're making friends, socializing. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I see. So when she gets used to it, she'll no longer be in such a good mood? Maybe she'll be tired of me. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. And that's not a bad thing. To be able to appreciate the simple things in life and allow that to make you feel good, to make you feel content with what's going on in your life. Anyway, Sayori wants a snack? No, thanks. I guess we're not hungry after that intense graveyard dream that we had with all the milk. Yeah, she's surprised. We usually just shove everything we can in our face. I have my reasons. Should I know what those reasons are? Because I don't know what these reasons are. Why don't we take a look at our purse? Why do we want to look through her purse? Sayori doesn't seem to know why either. No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. I don't know where are we coming from here? Am I forgetting something? Why are we talking about her purse? Ah, she has no money. She wanted us to go to lunch with her, so we would have to pay. I knew it. You're such a deadbeat, Sayori. Never getting a job, never making any money, demands that everyone else pays your bills. I can see right through you, Sayori. What are you gonna do when high school's over? You gonna keep this up in college? It's simple. I have psychic powers. I read your mind. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming to the club room. I didn't realize that I was such a detective. So either you're not hungry, want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option. So we figured her out. We got all Columbo on her because she invited us to go to lunch, which actually meant that she wanted us to pay. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Remember, every negative emotion you feel about yourself is justified. You feel bad because you deserve to feel bad. Eh? I mean, it's not right now. I know it's a visual novel, but her face is certainly not drawn as being in a book right now. You were totally listening. Like, if you want to borrow money from me, you're going to have to ask for it in poem form. Did you write a poem asking me for money? Because then maybe we can talk. Because I'm big into poetry now. I don't know if you knew this, but I've been giving up on the anime and the video games. I've been cutting that down in order to spend more time with poetry. Got too absorbed in the story and forgot to be introverted for a second there. You can't forget about that, Yuri. The revolution? I mean, I'm not gonna put you against the wall and shoot you if that's what you mean. This retribution, but I mean, I wasn't going to punish you or anything. I wasn't going to pay for your lunch. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. This is true. It was the cupcakes. It was the cupcakes the whole time. We were bribed by cupcakes. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. I don't think we deserve credit. I mean, we intended to come here, eat a cupcake, and then head on over to the anime club. That was the original plan, and let's not pretend it wasn't. Pwap? What? Kia? Airborne cookie. It's the best kind of cookie. There's no other better way to receive a cookie than for it to fly through the air and hit you in the face. Causes that little bit of pain, which lets you know about, reminds you of the pleasure that you're gonna soon experience by eating the cookie. Ah, a miracle cookie. Retribution. Of course it is Natsuki, who is throwing cookies across the room. So just handing it to people like a normal person. Geez, just eat it. You're gonna squish the cookie if you keep hugging it. Oh no, she's choking. She tried to eat too much of the cookie at once. Ah, yes, that's a painful thing. Now that cookie is tinged with the taste of blood. You might say it ruins the cookie, but some people might say it improves it. Maybe Sayori will want more blood cookies in the future. Maybe that's what she'll crave. Maybe tomorrow we'll read her poem and it's all about desiring that tangy taste of blood in her chocolate cookies. Natsuki is not a huggy person. Ah, yes, of course. Fake affection. It was a charade, just so she could get an additional bite of cookie. Forbidden cookie. That cookie represents lies, Sayori. Represents the lies that you're telling Natsuki right now with your body language. Sayori has no qualms about getting close to you, so she can bite your cookie. Keep your cookies guarded when Sayori is around. Oh, is Monica not here? That's unusual for the president of the club to not be here. How are we going to convene this very important meeting of the literature club if she is not here? Yeah, I haven't either. Unlike us. She has a what? A bunion? She had to go get it looked at? I hope not. It can be painful. Wouldn't be surprised if she has a bunion on her foot. I mean, the bunion is not very desirable. You don't really want that. Gonna have to do something about that. Ah, Monica is back from her doctor's appointment. Hopefully she got that cleared up. Ah, there you are. We were completely worried. We were afraid we'd never see you again. Ah, never mind that. Let's talk about your foot. You get that thing taken care of? You know the thing. What held you up, anyway? Yeah, losing track of time in study hall, just studying all day long, and you realize, hey, it's the end of the day. Time flies when you're studying. Ah, piano in study hall? That's quite a study hall if it's outfitted with a piano. Just kind of banged on the keys a little bit. I mean, no one likes to hear it, but I have fun. I mean, right now she's probably just using, you know, her 2 index fingers to play Mary Had a Little Lamb. That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. She smiles sweetly and also sort of warps into the middle of the room, knocking everyone over. Ah. I didn't mean any pressure, anything like that. I see. In that case, best of luck. No, we were just discovering that Sayori is a food thief. Be careful with your food when she's around. Don't leave it unguarded. No, not really. So are we sharing poems or what? Let's get down to business. Share these poems. You looking for something in there? What stuff are we talking about? Collection? There we go. Manga. Yeah, let's see what manga it is. Let's read all of it. Yes, we read all of the manga. Sometimes. How did you know, anyway, about my crippling addiction to manga? Oh, I just look like a manga reader, is that it? I see. What is it? I guess we'll never know. Natsuki needs everything organized exactly. I know that feel. So we're going to read through all the manga, and then we're just going to leave it all out of order. Parfait Girls? I've never heard of it. Girls who like ice cream a lot, I guess. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. I think I've heard that at this point. Well, I guess we have a new manga to read. Well, it sounds familiar somehow. Ooh, wah. I say, 'cause I'm surprised. Alright, let's read some manga. Let's see what these parfait girls are up to. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? There are so many in this classroom right now. You could just turn around and you'll see them all. I see, synchronized reading. Eh? Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Sorry. Didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable about sharing your manga. Alright, what do these girls just really like ice cream, or what is it that they're doing here? Yeah, this manga has like 600 volumes at this point. It's been going for like 20 years. There's no end in sight, and maybe we probably should have mentioned that before we started this. You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? All right, a bunch of friends in high school. Are they part of some kind of club, maybe? Yeah, I grew out of these. I got into more sophisticated genres. The slice of life genre. Well, it's very comforting, very pedestrian. But you know, I'm interested in something a bit more challenging from my manga these days. So, what should I expect from this? Is there gonna be plot? Okay. And like, are there parfaits at the ice cream shop? Because I imagine since it's called Parfait Girls, the whole ice cream theme, it's going to have to last a long time. You know, so we're not just talking about one issue here. All right, so there's romance to be had. It's going to touch my emotions. Ah, is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Ooh-ah! I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. You know, you have to stand there and then start screaming until your aura starts showing up, and then your hair like flips upward, and then I can see how powerful you really are. Is what's happened. Speaking of that, do the Parfait Girls, do they ever fire any energy beams or something to that effect? You know, in between the romance. Ah, this chapter seems like it's about bacon. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of bacon in this manga? It doesn't. I was just curious if the reason that you like bacon cupcakes is because of the manga. Since you enjoy bacon too, right? Just so happened, just a complete coincidence. Wow, new artwork. We don't get too much of that. Are you sure that this isn't boring for you? I mean, I guess you've already read all this anyway. Even though you're just watching me read? I mean, if you want, we could like continue this. Like, I could go home and then I could start streaming on Twitch and get like, the face cam on me, and then I could like read the manga, and then like I could have like the facial expressions going on. You could watch the channel so you could see my reactions. You know, you don't have to restrict it to just this club right here. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Natsuki does not know what we mean. You don't? Natsuki has no friends. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? She does not. I don't know whether or not she just doesn't share her manga with her friends, or whether she just doesn't have friends to share them with. Ah, sorry. Okay, she does have friends, but the friends do not like manga. They think manga, yes, is for kids. They're into more adult things at this point. Ugh, I know, those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge. Much less friends who are also into it. Like, I can bring a friend over to my room, and then they look at all the posters covering every last square inch of the room, and all, like, the figurines of the anime girls, and they think maybe I should get, like, a different interest. And I say, you get out of here right now. Do not talk down to my waifus like that. You just have to find the right friends is all. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time, like you, Natsuki. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Have to keep it a secret from the parents. Well, Monica, I guess, felt it's not true literature. Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right? Ah ha ha! I don't know. I don't know what we're laughing at. Yeah, I guess I'm engrossed in the story of these parfait girls. What's happening? What did she forget about? What's happening in this panel? What's Minori doing? Minori is being unlucky and embarrassing herself in front of everyone. Yeah, spoilers, please! I don't know what happens here. Alright, so I guess we formed a social link with Natsuki, as she was able to share her manga with us. She's never able to share it with anyone else. Eh? That's right, we do have the poems. It's time to share. Let's see if everyone has improved since yesterday. All right. Guess I'll stop here for now.